So let's do it. We're in America. We need to start on time. Before we start, I'm going to ask you to all mute yourself so we don't have any background noises, because this is a one-on-one conversation with Eleanor and myself. We'll definitely get questions through you. You can just send them in the chat. And well, I'm super excited today. It's a very big day for me personally, and it's not easy to open up, but I'm doing it, and I'm sharing from my personal experience because my mentors helped me go through a journey that really affected my life, and I know it can affect your life as well. So over the next 40 minutes, I'm going to present you the life talk concept, and I'm going to introduce you to the mentor of the week and talk about what the work with the mentor affected me on a personal level. And then we'll get a tip from the mentor and questions if time permits. So who is this for? If you feel stuck in your life and you're frustrated, or you're not, things are not moving forward, and you feel like you're you're driven by fear and anxiety and bad emotions and trauma, or you want to work on your relationship with your spouse, your children, your parents, your friends, whatever your surrounding are, and make a positive change in your life to better your life, and also understand yourself beyond the surface in a better resolution. So this is for you. And again, my goal for you is simple as it is. I really want you to meet my mentor because they can help you as much as they help me. So let's get started. I'm super excited to introduce my first mentor on my Life Talk series, Eleanor Tsor, the Oracle Healer. Formal intro, I'm going to read a little bit about what you do, and then we'll get into our intimate conversation. Eleanor exercises techniques of NLP, theta healing, crystal therapy, energetic channeling, body work, past life regressions, guided meditations, and inner child healing. So Eleanor Tsor is an oracle healer. Yes, exactly like the one from the Matrix. And welcome, Eleanor. It's so great to have you here.
Great to be here. Thank you, Leah.
So I want to start with my why. What's the reason I reach out to you? I'm a curious person, and my BFF, Dana from New York, told me for many years, like, you must meet Eleanor. She's the real deal. You must talk to her. And, I was like in my life in a phase where I thought that I figured it out because I just got divorced. I moved from New York to Miami. I was living my dream life by the dolphins and watching the sunset every night. And I felt like I was in my elements. Okay. But the first time we met, you asked me, like, why is your soul not happy? And I was like, seemingly, everything appeared to be perfect in my life. So can you walk us through what you saw in that specific moment in me that made you say that?
Sure. I'll explain to you how it works. When somebody has a session with me, I'm able to look at the person and I see the many different layers of their energy. I see the physical part of it. I see the emotional. I see so many different things. I'm able to see blockages. I'm able to see traumas. And then I guide them. And it's like I speak to you on a soul level. I literally speak to your soul. And through speaking to your soul, you get to hear what you really have to say about yourself. And that's how the healing starts. So through doing that, I just start channeling. I don't even remember half the stuff that comes out of my mouth because it's not me. I just channel it. And that's how I connect to a person. And I see the truth. It's like you can sit in front of anybody that's trying to help you. But if you don't speak from the truth, they're not going to be able to help you. So I just see past everything that you're trying to hide. I see through blockages that you put up, and I'm just able to see what's really going on and bring that out and allow you to help you.
fake it with you. There's no way I was faking it. Like I was faking things from myself, but not from you. You're like right on every time.
Yeah, you can't hide.
Spooky, but anyway. But my next question is like, I was at that time I was really suffering from sciatica and short of breath, and you told me that my soul was talking to me through my body. So how did you know that the emotions that was holding on me, back, that was holding back, were actually correlated to the anger inside of me?
Because what happens is we trap emotions in our physical body. You know, emotion is just an energy. That's how our soul speaks to us. So when I see a person, I'm able to see where their blockages are and then see the emotion that's trapped over there. Some people have anger, some have jealousy, some have anxiety, fear. Many different traumas are stuck in our bodies. Most people don't even remember the traumas and the incidents that they went through, and they hold on to them for years. And then they just create blockages and illnesses in their body. So that's how I'm able to see exactly where it is and guide you to block it through energy work or through, many different things that I do to work on that specific issue. And then it heals the actual physical part of it. You first have to deal with the emotional part with, and then the physical gets healed.
So it's body, mind, and soul,
Absolutely. They're all connected.
all connected. Um, when I met you, I was doing productions for my life, and that was my work. And apparently, I was not living my life purpose, and something was missing. Like I felt I was stuck. I was stuck in a situation. I was not passionate. I was, look what I am, where I am today. I'm like exactly where you predicted I'm going to be, but who knew, who thought that? So how were you able to lead me to where I am today, one step after the other? Because if you see things and you have the whole picture in front of you, it requires so much talent to actually not uh, say everything right away, but walk like step by step with a person on a journey.
Absolutely. When I look at you, I'm able to speak to you on a soul level. So I don't speak to the person that's physically in front of me. I speak to your higher self or to your soul. I'm able to see what your real capabilities are, what your purpose is, where you're supposed to be in life, and gently guide you through it. Now, I can't force you to do it. I have to take you step by step through your own capabilities, and you have to have the understanding first. So when I see like what happened with you, where you were supposed to be and where you were, I gently guided you, even though you were resisting me at some points, because it was hard, or you didn't believe that it can happen, and you
Oh,
were
really? No way.
different emotions came up with you, but
Oh
gently.
my
With
God.
everyone, it's very individual. But I'm able to tell you who you really are and connect you to that, to allow you to see who you really are. Many people walk through life feeling stuck and feeling unhappy or feeling that they're missing something. Most of us walk around like that. But through this kind of work, you're able to see what that feeling is, why you're stuck, why you feel like you're not connecting, or why you're unhappy in a job or in a relationship. You get to see the truth about yourself and not be afraid of who you are and what you see, and really work to bring it out. And once it comes out, I mean, look at you. You're an example. Complete change.
So, and I do feel the change. I'm like, I felt like I was heavier, and was not as happy as I am today. I feel like lighter, and I embrace life, and I'm in love with life. And it's amazing how this work really taught me so much. And one thing you taught me was really how to heal myself with crystals, and like the kyanite that I'm holding right now, and the selenite. I use them in my meditations. And can you explain how it works? Because when I go through a store with crystals, I have no idea which one to choose, what the colors, how it affects you. So Can you tell our audience what's the purpose of working with crystals?
Sure. Crystals are very unique because they hold energy, they hold healing energies, and they're given to us. You know, it's a natural thing. Now, each crystal holds a different type of energy. Some have more, some have less for different ailments, different feelings. So, by learning about the crystals, what they do, just by holding them or placing them on you, they help you release blockages. They help you in healing. They can help you with pain that you're going through. They can help you with fear, with anxiety. Every crystal has a different thing to it. And a lot of times I'll tell people you don't even have to know what the crystals do. You'll intuitively just go and hold on to it, and it's already working its magic. So just by understanding that, it assists in the healing. The energy is just there. We have to know how to use healing energy to our advantage. That's what it is.
Amazing. So, as far crystals, healing. Another thing that which we touch on was protection. So, like, I meet a lot of people, and I help a lot of people. And when I'm talking to a friend that is going through hard times, and I really want to help. So, do we need to protect ourselves so we don't get affected by it, like so we don't absorb other people's energy?
Absolutely. We have to protect ourselves because we're human sponges. We feel emotion, we feel energy. That's what causes us to be happy, sad, fearful, with anxiety. If you're talking to a friend and you're compassionate, your heart is there, you're open. And if you have no protections, you start absorbing what your friend has, all that negativity, all the feelings, and you start feeling bad. It's an automatic, it's a human response. That's just how we're wired. So it's very important to have protections to not absorb other people's negativity. You can be there and help them with your heart wide open, but not absorb it. That's how healers are able to heal people. If they didn't do protections, they would be absorbing everybody's issues. So physical protection for yourself, spiritual, emotional protection is very important. And on your everyday basis, just leaving the house, you should protect yourself
So
from.
what you're saying is that even if you're not a healer, it's something that you actually need to do. So
Absolutely. Absolutely. I tell everybody I speak to, you just do protections just to protect your own energy, to protect. If you wake up happy, you can walk out on the street and somebody's having a bad day. You're just absorbing their negativity and then you start to feel unwell and you don't understand why. That's why it's very important to have protections around you. Even people, like I live in New York. So a lot of people, when they're in New York City, it's very busy. There are a lot of people around. There are special crystals you could hold on to or protections that I teach people to do where you don't absorb all that negativity, where you can actually be there and not feel tired, not feel drained, not feel like stress and anxiety that doesn't even belong to you.
well, I'm walking in a bubble of light all day long, so that will, I'm
That's an
feeling
incorporate.
quite protected, and and pushing the light out.
You have to stay in your own energy, not allow other people's energy to affect you. It's very important for everybody.
Cool. So, another subject, I share that on social media, and most of my friends know that. My father is sick with pancreas cancer, and he's already holding on for a whole year now, and but my question is like, why are we sick? Like, do you think that we're the one who brings the diseases on ourselves?
Absolutely. We absolutely bring diseases. There are many different reasons for diseases and illnesses. What you have to know is that diseases, like we're all emotion, we're all energy. And when that energy gets stuck, that's where diseases and illnesses get created. So when we have something that we're holding on to that we're not letting go, there are many different reasons we trap emotions in our physical body because of our emotions. And over time, it develops into actual illnesses and tumors and diabetes, or even aches and pains, even headaches. We create the headache. Our body is talking to us. Our soul speaks to us through the body. So everything that we avoid and that we push aside, we're literally using our bodies as garbage cans. So when we put garbage over there, we make ourselves sick. So it's very important to learn how to release it so that we won't cause illness.
And
And a person
also,
that is sick you're able to heal yourself. Many people heal when you work on the issue, when everything has a root cause. So when you work on that root cause, you reverse all the physical symptoms that you have.
And like, is there a connection between the body, the body location, like where it hurts you?
Yes.
You know, does it correlate to the issue, to the problem?
Yes. Every organ, every cell in your body, every part of your body holds on to a different emotion. Emotions will go to a certain place. Let's say when a person is very fearful, it goes straight to the kidneys. You know, you could be holding it in other places as well, but there are certain places that you just know that that's what's there. Once you know that's there, you're able to dig in a little bit deeper and find out what's really happening. You know,
You know, I found myself the other day, I was walking and suddenly I feel a pain in my knee. And I was like, I know, I had to find the meaning of it. And I
yeah,
realized that I was really afraid to take my next step, you know? So yeah, so I completely, learned that from you. And, did you wanted to give another example?
there are many about you or just in general.
In whatever you choose, I don't mind.
Well, I'll just give you a reason. Like, I know a lot of people suffer with diabetes. Diabetes, usually, when I look at the root cause, is they're missing joy. There's just a lot of lack of joy and happiness in a life. And usually it
Wow.
comes from the childhood and it develops later on in life. So that person, I know that they're lacking the joy. And then we go and we see why they're lacking the joy, where it's sitting in their body. Or a person that's very angry. You know, people have liver problems, heart issues, blood pressure, so many things. So when you find out what the emotion is and what caused it to sit there, you're able to remove it and the person starts to heal. They literally get off medication, the pain goes away, magical stuff.
So apropos healing, my like I Corona happened and I got stuck here, and my father is in Israel and he's sick. And imagine the level of anxiety knowing that he's fighting pancreatic cancer and I cannot fly to him. He's getting to a point of time where he doesn't eat and drink and cannot connect with me, even not on the phone. And um and it requires a lot of control to hold on a situation like that. And when you guided me to actually be able to meditate and visualize into connecting with his soul, and help him heal from far away. Well, and what I'm saying now, I'm just saying it and I have goosebumps, because it's powerful. Do you think that people can help their loved one in their healing process?
Absolutely. You can help people that are physically in front of you and people that are far away from you. Because in reality, we're all healers. We just don't know it. We all have access to the healing energy and healing abilities. It's a natural thing that everybody has. So you're able to, just by learning certain techniques, how to connect even to somebody that's physically next to you, just by laying hands on them and helping them that way, or somebody that's far away from you, just like happened with you and your father. I taught you how to connect to him on a soul level and send him healing that way, and to actually manifest and bring forth what you wanted, and you saw that it happened. Because what really happens is everything is energy. What we think, we create. And if you think something good, it'll happen. If you think something bad, it'll happen. But the energy, the healing energy, is out there. We just have to know how to tap into it and heal. You can all heal yourselves. You don't need to go to a healer. The trick is to learn how to heal yourself, how to use that healing energy. You can heal yourself and you can heal other people as well. It's a lot of fun and it's easy. And it's just there.
It seems easy, but it requires, to actually acquire these techniques. Once you study them and you learn them, then it becomes easier and easier.
Absolutely.
Um, so, as far as my next subject is past life, and I must say that, I have a very special connection with you. It's like you're like a soul sister to me, and you were actually able to find our connection in different life more than once. This is crazy stuff, and just to really understand, are there things that we carry on from past life? Because last night when you and I were rehearsing, I just started talking with my English accent, which I have no idea where it came from. And then you told me about you and your sister. So, can you elaborate a little bit more about past life?
So our soul remembers everything because we're a soul. We remember everything from the day it was created. And we do have many lives. And from every life, we carry something with us. And it's all in our subconscious because our human brain doesn't let it come out. It's just too much for us to comprehend. Like we can't deal with all that information. So things will carry from life to life and things will come up. An illness or an ailment or a pain or certain relationships with people, certain traumas, even happy things. All of a sudden you'll walk in the street and you'll feel like you know something, or you have a certain attraction to a person or to a country. Your soul remembers all that and it's just coming up. So we absolutely bring everything from us from a past life. Many things we bring with us. We
So
just have
I know that in New York, I was miserable, I was depressed, and I can tell you that as soon as I arrived to Miami, of course, the sun, the sea, everything affect. The weather is a big uh, key playing here, but it's like I felt like I was like I belong here for since like I was like I remember that place.
yeah.
And it's funny what you're saying because I could really feel, and I didn't know anyone, but I felt in my heart that I belong to this place.
Yeah, well, your soul speaks to you. You know, your soul needed to be in that place at that time. It could be that you were there in the past, or it could be that it's very similar to a place that you were where you did feel good. And the soul carries good experiences and bad experiences, and they just come up. Sometimes you can run into a person on the street and get a nauseating feeling or just not feel well because you and that soul, there was something there that made you not feel well in a past life, and you're just reliving it. You're reliving that experience. You're remembering it. So
I
we
remember from also
yeah,
from one of your courses, sorry, that you were saying about these kids that are 3 years old, that they just play the piano phenomenally, So this is also something that I remember.
yeah, absolutely. There you could hear many stories about that. Like people could be walking in the street, they're like, I've been here before. It's rare when it happens, but your soul is remembering, and for some reason, it's just breaking through your subconscious into your conscious mind. And like also talents. Many people are artistic or very musical, and they don't even understand why, but it's stuff that's in the soul and it's just coming out. So we carry everything.
Yeah, I used to be an opera singer in my past life.
You like this thing now?
I used to be a singer and then I went behind the stage, I became a producer. So I guess I have a correction here. Um, so we're gonna finish with one tip that you would like to share and give our audience, something from you to them, and then we'll pass on to questions from our audience.
Okay, so I'll give you guys all something very easy because it's very important. You don't want to attract negative energy to yourself. You don't want to let other people's energy affect you. So the easiest way to do that is you hold your palm up, you put your thumb down, and you close the rest of your fingers down on the thumb with your left hand. And that's how the
Okay.
energy doesn't come in because energy comes in through the left hand. So you're closing it.
Awesome.
Yeah, you're closing it. And you can, even when you're sitting with people, you just sit like that, or when you're on a bus or in a crowded area around people that you don't feel comfortable with, you just do this and you don't allow that negative energy, you don't absorb it into your system.
Oh,
So
wow. So that means that if the energy is coming from the left, that means that the right is releasing it.
comes out, yeah.
Oh, really? I didn't know
Yeah.
that. Okay.
Comes in, goes out.
Okay. Cool. Very cool.
Easy tip. Try it, it
So,
works.
do you want to give maybe another tip, or like just to it's our first time that we're doing that. Maybe we'll share with them something else.
With what? I could share many things.
How about my favorite is the the protection, you know,
You want to do protections. People that know how to visualize, you can literally visualize a beam of white light coming in. It could either go in through you and fill you up from the inside out, creating a beautiful white protective bubble. Or you could just visualize yourself in a bubble and you're walking with your own energy where you don't allow other people in. It's
cool. Thank you. Thank you for that.
you're so welcome.
So, anyone has question that would like to ask Eleanor? Any, you know, from what we talk, do you have
I
anything?
do.
Okay.
It's Gaia.
Gaia, hi Gaia.
Hi. You said that you can be sick, like your organs could be sick if your soul isn't completely healthy, right?
Not if the soul isn't healthy, if you're trapping a certain emotion, because everything is, there's a lot of noise there. Everything is emotional. When we hold on to a certain emotion that we don't let it go, our body speaks to us. So if there's a certain organ or something, like women have, a lot of women have like breast cancer, there's a reason why it comes up there. They feel a lack in something, or there's some emotion that's behind that. And every emotion gets stuck in a different place in the body. So every time somebody is sick, there's a reason why it happens. You just have to go down deep and see what emotion it is that's over there, what trauma happened, or what belief you have in your system that is causing this illness. Like, the body just doesn't get sick for no reason. There's always an emotion connected to it. A lot of times you can bring it in from a past life. There's a trauma or emotion that you carried in from a past life, and now it's coming out in this life, and you have to learn how to deal with it to get over the trauma in this life and heal yourself.
So is there anything that you recommend to do to not be sick and prevent sickness other than defending our emotions?
Well, yeah, defending your emotions is one thing. You have to be real with yourself. You have to allow yourself to express emotions and not hold them in. Now, there are different types of emotion. The number one emotion that starts everything is anger. So I usually tell people to be real and to let their anger out. There are many ways to let anger out, and all these other emotions. Like right now, going forward, just because you can't go in and release everything that you have in you. I mean, I could teach you techniques how to do it. Everything that gets you angry, everything that comes your way, you right away release it. Don't hold on to it. Be real with yourself, because a lot of people hold stuff in because they're embarrassed, or they don't want to bother anybody. They don't want to hurt anybody. And you just have to learn how to not take it and internalize it. And there are many, many techniques to do that.
Amazing. I'm getting another question here. Don't know who it is from, but what do you think is the cause of COVID? Is that something we can? That's a big question.
I can't answer that.
You can't.
Yeah,
Okay.
I can't answer that.
Okay. Okay. So, Gaia,
people are more open to getting sick just because of the state of mind they're in. Like, a lot of people will actually magnetize to themselves an illness just with their thinking, or just with their state of mind, or their energy, where they are energetically. Some people are more prone to get sick than others just because their vibration is lower, their energy is lower. So they attract it to themselves. The whole thing here is to heal yourself and to get into a very positive mindset, to be at peace with yourself, like to learn who you are, what it is that you really need, and you live a very peaceful and a calm life within yourself. You're not going to attract all these illnesses and ailments to yourself. That's when you know that you're at one with yourself. There are people that live well into their 90s with no issues because they deal with everything. You know?
that's right.
Like, it's a red flag. Every time the body doesn't feel well, your soul is kind of waving at you, saying, hello, there's something you need to deal with.
And you know, completely. And you know what? I can tell by myself that first week when COVID, when they announced about that craziness, I really I was so connected to the fear, to the anxiety, that I almost passed out from an epileptic attack. And
Wow.
as soon as I started doing the work and understanding frequencies, I today when I'm walking, I know that that Corona cannot get me. I can get Corona, but it's like it's the way I'm holding myself. Like I'm not walking in fear. I'm walking in love, so to speak. So how can you get, and it's contagious. Like fear is contagious. So it depends, how you
We
where
all get
you.
it, but it's a lot with your mindset. It's the same as like I talked about this a lot, relationships between people or situations that you're in or things that you go through in your life. You you have to learn how to deal with every situation. You have to know why it is that you're going through certain things in your life. Once you understand what it is that you're going through, it could be a divorce, it could be a death of somebody, it could be an illness. Once you understand the root cause of things, you're able to heal so many things and you're able to keep things away from you. You're able to keep bad relationships away from you. You shift your consciousness. You don't attract certain people into your life anymore. You don't attract certain situations into your life anymore. But it all comes from understanding who you really are and what it is you're holding on to inside. And then you're able to change all that.
I know that personally. I know, especially dealing with my ex-husband, I had to, walked a very challenging journey on that. I have another question here from Rachel. How can we connect the soul of another in order to help them heal? So,
There are a few ways. There's through meditation or through visualization. You have to ask permission. You ask the other soul for permission to connect to it. And I literally guide you how to connect to somebody. And if they allow you, you're going to feel the connection. And once you're connected, you can send them the healing. You can do the healing. You can speak to them on a soul level. And that's where the healing occurs.
okay, amazing. Thank you for that. That was our last questions. And well, we can speak for hours. That's been very informative in my, the way I perceive things. And if you like to hear more about Eleanor and get to learn more from her wisdom, we're gonna open up a course with her in January 26th. It's called Soul Healing, and it's gonna start January 26th. Life Talks is basically talking about our life, from my own eyes, but I'm sharing it with you guys because I think we all want and we can share and learn and always, learn from each other. Next week, we're going to have, I'm going to host Rabbi Avraham Shira, who will talk to us about Kabbalah meditation and the secret about Hebrew letters and the letters in our name and the meaning of our names. It's a fascinating subject. And he's also the sweetest rabbi you'll ever meet. So stay tuned for that. It's always going to be on Tuesday at 1 p.m. Eastern time. Make sure you sign up. If you cannot make it at 1 p.m., just still sign up and we'll be sharing the recording of that. And just so you know where it all leads, on January 19, we're going to have a panel with all 4 mentors. That's going to be a live event on social media as well, where you're going to be able to ask my mentors whatever you want. So, it's going to be a journey for you too, because you're going to actually learn every field. You're going to get a taste of every field, and you're going to see where, at the panel, when you have all 4 of them, how everything's can come together and get a different answer from each and every one of them. So it's been great. I really appreciate you taking from your precious time and being here with us today, Eleanor. You guys, we just launched out, so follow us. We have a beautiful website. We're on Facebook, we're on Instagram, we're on LinkedIn. We also created a group on Telegram where you can get all our messages. And I would like to thank personally Nitan for the productions, and so many other people that are in the making of Life Talks, and supported me and my journey. And we're really, it takes a village, and I couldn't do it without them. So whoever was in there, Yoav and Shine and Ronen, I really thank you, and I love you. And I guess we'll see you next week. That was the opening of Life Talks of Euphoria State of Mind. So be well, everyone, and share the love. Thank you, Eleanor.
You're very welcome.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye bye.